Top 10 Man-Made Wonders of the World. The man started to create wonders from ancient time onwards through his unique power of creativity. When you look around, we can see many man-made wonders that meet the spirit and artistic power. Here in this video we will discuss about top 10 man-made wonders of the world. But before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. 10. Easter Island. The world-famous moai are monolithic statues located on Easter Island, one of the most isolated islands on Earth. The statues were carved by the Polynesian colonizers of the island, mostly between circa 1250 AD and 1500 AD. In addition to representing deceased ancestors, the moai were also regarded as the embodiment of powerful living or former chiefs. The tallest moai erected, called paro, was almost 10 meters, 33 feet, high and weighed 75 tons. The statues were still standing when Europeans first visited the island, but most would be cast down during later conflicts between clans. Today about 50 moai have been re-erected on Easter Island or museums elsewhere. 9. Colosseum. The Colosseum is the largest and most famous amphitheater ever built in the Roman Empire. Its construction was started by Emperor Vespasian of the Flavian dynasty in 72 AD and was finished by his son Titus in 80 AD. During the Colosseum's opening ceremonies, spectacles were held for 100 days in which 5,000 of animals and 2,000 gladiators were killed. The Colosseum was capable of holding some 50,000 spectators who could enter the building through no less than 80 entrances. Spectators were protected from the rain and heat of the sun by a sail, called the velarium, around the top of the attic. It is one of Rome's most popular tourist attractions and has become an iconic symbol of imperial Rome. 8. Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal is an immense mausoleum of white marble, built between 1632 and 1653 by order of the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan in memory of his favorite wife. The Taj is one of the most well-preserved and architecturally beautiful tombs in the world, one of the masterpieces of Mughal architecture, and one of the great sites of the world's heritage. Called a teardrop on the cheek of eternity, the monument is actually an integrated complex of structures. Besides the white domed marble mausoleum, it includes several other beautiful buildings, reflecting pools, and extensive ornamental gardens with flowering trees and bushes. The mosque and Maiman Khana are located to the west and east of the mausoleum building. Symmetrical and identical in design, it is conjectured from records that the mosque was built first, followed by the Maiman Khana. The mosque has a mihrab in its Qibla wall, highlighted by a marble frame with an inscription of the Sun Surah. 7. Parthenon. The Parthenon on top of the Acropolis is one of the most famous buildings in the world, and a visit to Athens is not complete without visiting this temple. The construction of the Parthenon started in 447 BC, replacing an older temple that was destroyed by the Persians, and completed in 432 BC. The purpose of the Parthenon was to house a massive statue of Athena Parthenos made from ivory, silver and gold. Sometime in the 5th century the statue was looted by one of the Roman emperors, and taken to Constantinople, where it was later destroyed. During its long life the Parthenon has also served as a fortress, a church, a mosque and as a powder magazine. 6. Angkor. Angkor Wat is a vast temple complex featuring the magnificent remains of several capitals of the Khmer Empire, from the 9th to the 15th century AD. These include the famous Angkor Wat Temple, the world's largest single religious monument, and the Bayon Temple, at Angkor Thom, with its multitude of massive stone faces. During its long history Angkor went through many changes in religion, converting between Hinduism to Buddhism several times. It has become a symbol of Cambodia, appearing on its national flag, and it is the country's prime attraction for visitors. 5. Petra. Petra, the fabled rose-red city, half as old as time, was the ancient capital of the Nabatean kingdom. It is without a doubt Jordan's most valuable treasure and greatest tourist attraction. A vast, unique city, carved into the side of the Wadi Musa Canyon centuries ago by the Nabateans, who turned it into an important junction for the silk and spice routes that linked China, India and southern Arabia with Egypt, Greece, and Rome. The most elaborate building in Petra is Al-Qatsneh, the treasury, carved out of a sandstone rock face, its massive facade dwarfing everything around it. 4. Teotihuacan. In the 2nd century BC a new civilization arose in the Valley of Mexico. This civilization built the flourishing metropolis of Teotihuacan and its huge step pyramids. The Pyramid of the Sun was built around 100 AD and is 75 meters, 246 feet, 75, high, making it the largest building in Teotihuacan and one of the largest in Mesoamerica. The construction of the smaller Pyramid of the Moon started a century later and was finished in 450 AD. 7 centuries after the demise of the Teotihuacan Empire the pyramids were honored and utilized by the Aztecs and became a place of pilgrimage. 3. Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu is located on a remote secondary road in nearly impassable terrain high above the Urubamba River. Machu Picchu sits nearly 2,438 meters, 8,000 feet, above sea level, on top of a ridge between two peaks of different size. The name Machu Picchu comes simply from its geography. It literally means old peak, just as Huayna Picchu is young peak. The more accurate translation relates, however, to the concept of size, with Machu Picchu as the bigger peak and Huayna Picchu, the smaller peak. Machu Picchu, the most famous citadel of the Incas, is accessible by train from Cusco or traveling along the Camino Inca. The city was never discovered by the Spanish conquerors and remained lost for centuries. Machu Picchu is an architectural jewel, which combines the architectural style with the beautiful natural environment that surrounds it. The beauty and the mystery of its walled ruins that once was the palace, the thinnest Inca of stone surrounded by the virginal landscapes, the flora and green jungle bathes its abrupt topography. 2. Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China built, rebuilt, and maintained between the 5th century BC and the 16th century to protect the northern borders of the Chinese Empire from the attacks of the Xiongnu tribes. Several walls have been built that were referred to as the Great Wall. One of the most famous is the wall built between 220 to 206 BC by the first emperor of China, but little of that wall remains. The majority of the existing wall were built during the Ming Dynasty, 1368 to 1644 AD. The most comprehensive archaeological survey has recently concluded that the entire Great Wall, with all of its branches, stretches for 8,851.8 kilometers, 5,500.3 miles. South. East of Jinshanling, is the Mushinyu Great Wall, which winds along lofty, cragged mountains from the southeast to the northwest for approximately 2.25 kilometers. It is connected with Juyongguan Pass to the west and Gubeku to the east. Another notable section lies near the eastern extremity of the wall, where the first pass of the Great Wall was built on the Shanhaiguan, the first mountain the Great Wall climbs. Jia Shan is also here, as is the Jiamenku, which is the only portion of the wall that was built as a bridge. 1. Pyramids of Giza. The Giza necropolis, situated in the immediate vicinity of the southwestern suburbs of Cairo, is probably the most famous ancient site in the world. The pyramids in Giza were built over the span of 3 generations, by Khufu, his second reigning son Khafra, and Menkaure. The Great Pyramid of Khufu is the oldest and sole remnant of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Over 2 million blocks of stone were used to construct the pyramid, during a 20-year period concluding around 2560 BC. The pyramid is an awe-inspiring 139 meters, 455 feet, high, making it the largest pyramid in Egypt, although nearby Khafra's pyramid appears to be larger as it is built at a higher elevation. It is a great testimony of perfection in design and construction that reached ancient Egyptian. Many people still consider Giza as a spiritual and energetic place, therefore several private groups visit Giza all the time, attracted by the mystical aspect of the Great Pyramid. That was all about top 10 man-made wonders of the world. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more videos like this, make sure to like the video and hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.